Guy Benson is a political editor at townhall.com and a Fox News contributor. Atima Omara is a Democratic strategist and a former president of Young Democrats of America. Welcome to you both. Guy, let's start with you. There are still a whole lot of divisions within the Republican Party. You know, they need to unite. They say they want to unite. How are they going to do that?
Yeah, of course there are some divisions, but there are, I think, going to be a lot more divisions on the left that just lost big league, as someone might say. So I think that there's an opportunity here for the right to come together. And if I were a fly on the wall in that meeting between President-elect Trump and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, I would imagine that the #1 topic of conversation is the Supreme Court and a nominee in the mold of Antonin Scalia. That was a big promise from Donald Trump on the campaign trail, and now he's going to have an opportunity on day one or first week, literally, to not only cement part of his legacy immediately, but also really start to engender trust and reassurance among some of those conservatives like me who've been skeptical of him.
Yeah, certainly a lot of conservatives were skeptical of him, but a lot of conservatives sure supported him as he's coming into the White House. Atima, I want to ask you the Democrats, and the Democrats looking in the mirror themselves. I'm reading that some Democrats are saying our party needs to change and our party needs to turn leftward, a la Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. Haven't the Democrats already tried that with President Obama and Hillary Clinton?
I would actually venture to say that they have pretty much governed center-left. I think that there's a lot of conversations going on in the party, like there are in the Republican Party, and to Guy Benson's point, I honestly think that the Republicans are very much going to have a large conversation about whether a lot of them want to work for Trump. He's got 4,000 appointments he's got to fill. And with the Republicans for Hillary, Johnson, and Evan McMullin, many of them are saying that, you know, they're not quite sure that they want to work for him, even in the best interest of the country.
Everybody wants to sign on with a winner, that's for sure. Whether you agree with everything or not, they all want to work for a winner.
There was about 120 legislators, 120 national security foreign policy elites who didn't think so this election cycle.
I'm sure they'll be signing up. Guy, I want to ask you about, you know, the Tea Party movement, and that's where we saw a change in the Republican Party, and they resulted in so much change in Washington. You've got the Freedom Caucus and all of that right now. So how do Republicans work to incorporate the more traditional Republicans with this new branch of kind of grassroots Republicans who may not normally agree with everything the Republican Party does?
Well, I think by tackling some big ticket issues where everyone on the center-right coalition is in agreement. I mentioned the Supreme Court, but also Obamacare, right? That is an area where we've all rallied around the anti-Obamacare flag. The law is failing the American people. We've tried to repeal this thing with President Obama being the brick wall, vetoing, Democrats obstructing in Congress. Now there's an opportunity with a unified Republican government to move the ball forward on that issue and others. And one quick point going back to what we were just talking about, I understand that there are a lot of people who have been very skeptical and worried about Donald Trump and the Republican Party. The fact is he's going to be the president of the United States, and people need to accept that reality, and he needs the best people around him. So
he certainly does.
People can have some things that they're worried about, but they should work for him.
Pardon me, we're up against a break. Atima, let me give you the last word, about 20 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, you know, President Obama has certainly set a good foot forward, as to Hillary in her concession speech, and moving forward as a country, and definitely seeing what he is going to propose that is different sort of from his campaign. And he's about having that conversation and looking forward to seeing what's happening in the next few days.
All right. Well, they're all calling for unity right now. Let's see if that takes hold. Guy Benson and Atima Omara, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.